Hi, Cancers. Welcome to your weekly reading. This is for the week of November 25th. I know I just put out the general reading, but this is to really look at the energy specific to Cancer. So this is your sun, your moon, or your rising. Please stay tuned. If it doesn't resonate with you, make sure you check out your other signs. Okay? So I always just jump in to see what the universe, what the guidance they have for you, what this week holds for the energy of Cancers, and the support they have to give. What guidance does the universe have for Cancers this upcoming week, November 25th? Okay, and I'm just going to pull some clarity cards here. All right, Cancers, I love this. This week, guys, there's going to be a lot of development in terms of your career, your financial sphere, schooling, but it's not alone. This week really is about sitting out, and maybe because we just came out of the Mercury retrograde, you guys have had a lot of time to think about your worth, your creativity, your own self-expression in some way, because this week kicks off with a bang, and it's not just you. It's about working with like-minded people, collaborating. You guys are really looking at your long-term vision in terms of school, career, finance, homes, investments. Like, what is it I really want? Yes, it can be really fun, especially if you're really young, to just make money to go travel. You just very short-term plans, like, oh, I'm just going to work the holiday season and then I'm going to backpack next month. That's awesome. Great. But for you, Cancers, this week, you guys really are looking at your long-term goals. Maybe you want to have that house, and you're trying to figure out, okay, what the APR, what down payment do I want? You're really looking about balancing your life. This is actually a very mature perspective for you, Cancers, because you're understanding that in order to grow and to expand, there is a level of self-sacrifice in terms of, for instance, I'm trying to save money. I want to start that business. I want to do that investment. I want to go back to school. So maybe I can't go party this weekend. I need to save that money. Or maybe I recognize that my parents or somebody's right. You're taking advice. You're able to kind of clear out and heal any kind of, what's the word for it? Imbalance in terms of viewpoints and ideas. There might have been some people previously, Cancer, might have tried to give you help, and you're just like, no, I'm not going to do this. And you recognize, like, you know what? I got to see it from all angles here. If I want to have this beautiful, successful future, if I want to be able to go back to school, build that business, have these contracts. I mean, this is really good for money, Cancer. It looks like a lot of you guys might be getting promotions, title changes, new jobs, raises of some form. Congratulations, Cancer. There's going to be a new avenue of financial abundance this week that you could have getting loans or scholarships for school in some way. And this week, too, guys, it's about moving forward with your dreams, collaboratively with other people. So it's about having these amazing new beginnings. You might have new business partners, a new cohort at school, some that you might be joining, collaborating with in terms of agreements, contracts. Maybe you're starting out your own business and you're having these new clients, or working with vendors that collaborate with you guys this week. This is really incredible for long-term financial growth. Even when you think of education, they can't take that from you. That's something that is going to benefit you for the rest of your life. All the decisions you're making this week, Cancer, is all about your long-term benefit. And it's looking like something fresh, like whether you go back to school, whether you decide, like, I'm going to start a new business. Like, I already have my 9 to 5, but I'm going to sacrifice in my weekend time. I'm going to work more on my craft. Maybe you're a photographer, a writer of some form, an artist. And you really are pulling together your creativity and resources in order to create this beautiful vision. I've noticed this already in a couple of themes of their readings. A lot of people are being asked to look at their long-term vision and making decisions based on long-term gratification, not so much short-term gratification, which can be a little frustrating because, of course, we want to have fun. We want to enjoy life now, and you still can. But it's understanding that It still takes some level of investment and sacrifice because we can't put our energy into everything. You might have to be at home and work on your craft versus going out to that concert, you know? Oh. I can't even really talk about self-discipline. I had to go to the concert. But I'm going to get some more clarity here to see, I'm going to use this deck just to see a little bit more insight. Ooh, that just flew right out. You guys seeing a theme here? Seven of Earth. What they're telling you, Cancers, they're like, please don't worry. The Seven of Earth is all about you've planted seeds. So don't worry about the fact that it's going to take a little time for them to grow, that long term, but it's well done. So if there's a little bit of a pause and you're like, damn it, I've been working on this for like 2 months and I haven't gotten a client or a bite or a nibble or no one's called me back, don't worry. Continue with this vision, continue hustling, continue collaborating because you're going to be hearing good news this week. Whether it's the beginning of an amazing business relationship, you got accepted into that school or got that loan or scholarship or business loan in some way. With the Seven of Earth, they're letting you know, don't stress. When you plant a seed, you don't stress about it's not growing the next day. It takes time. That when you think of a seed in the water and the soil and the sun, to nurture it, to grow, yours is your energy, your focus, your intention, your positive vibes. That's what's causing this to grow. So this week, continue on that hustle, continue with this. I don't think they want you to give up. Maybe the past couple of weeks have been a little challenging, but people are going to be stepping in to help you. You're not going to do this alone. Any final guidance for our Cancers, universe? Oh. Make sure that in this process, Cancers, don't settle. Make sure that you trust your gut. With the Five of Swords, Five of Air, it's really about pacing yourself. So for instance, you might be really stressed out and someone's like, oh, I'll help you out for a fee, or you know what, let me handle it. When it comes to this particular work and this growth, be really cautious about who you talk to, your plans about, your dreams about, who you allow access to your funding, who you allow access into your vision and your goals. Whenever you're starting out something, I always tell, keep it to yourself or keep it to a really, really small group of trusted and ethical people, because when it's like that, it's a very delicate thing. Life experience card. What you're going through right now, Cancers, this is something that you chose to go through. Energetically, Cancers decided to go through this. This is something about learning to jump, to expand, to assert, spread your wings, go for it. You're meant to go through this internal development, this creativity, this vision that you have for yourself, and to make the changes necessary to create the life you're looking for. Now, you might say, well, everyone has to do this. Maybe at some point in your life. We're not talking about everybody else. We're talking about you this week, this year, this time. This is your time, especially when it comes to your worth, your own value, self-investment, and growth, your long-term vision. Maybe you really want to get that tiny home. So you're like, screw it. I'm going to buy the plans. I'm going to invest in some land. I might not be able to build for a year, but I'm getting it little bit by little bit, and I'm growing it. I'm moving. And I think they want to tell you, be careful what be careful what you trust. So just be conscious of that. But more importantly, this is a significant portion of your journey. So, it's not the end. It's not the middle. You might not be seeing all this crazy adventure just yet, but you understand this was the impetus, the catalyst, the beginning that had to spark everything that's going to go through for you guys. And it's a beautiful week. It's a beautiful week, guys. Keep going. You're going to hear that good news this week, guys. I'm super happy for you. 8 of Water. You guys are doing this because you need more. There's a bigger purpose. You feel that there's a bigger calling, a greater desire, not just spiritually, emotionally, creatively. You want more. It's almost like you had this point in your life where you're like, this is it. This can't be it. This can't be all. Something doesn't feel right. I need to move. I need to change. I need to grow. I need to expand. And this is all part of it. It's all part of it, guys. All right? You got to learn to crawl before you walk. You're doing beautifully. This is such an incredible week for you guys, growth-wise. And congratulations early to any Cancers out there that are looking to get into schools, getting the loan, financial aid, getting those clients, getting that little nibble for whatever project they're having. Just make sure you're very conscientious of the people you're working with, their motives, and understand this is your growth. This is your long-term vision. So you take your time, but keep going. I hope this serves you, Cancers. I'll see you next week.